Most people think they are behind in life. They look at others moving faster, growing faster, achieving more. And slowly, they begin to believe they have failed. The moment they arrive late, they lose confidence. The moment someone passes them, they start questioning themselves. They wonder if they chose the wrong path. They wonder if they will ever catch up. But life has a strange rule. Sometimes, the people who arrive last are the ones who arrive safely. Welcome to Raahvia. Today I want to share a story about patience, self-belief, and trusting your own journey, even when everyone else seems ahead of you. In a beautiful valley surrounded by mountains, many birds lived together. Every year, when winter approached, they migrated to a warm lake far away. The strongest birds loved migration season. The swallows raced through the sky. The geese flew in perfect formations. The eagles crossed mountains with ease. And among them was a small sparrow named Luma. Luma was not strong. She was not fast. Her wings were smaller than most birds. No matter how hard she tried, she could never keep up. Every year she left with the flock, and every year she arrived last. The other birds noticed. Some laughed. Some shook their heads. Some simply felt sorry for her. "Here comes Luma," the swallows would say, "always late." Luma pretended not to care, but deep inside, their words hurt. She wanted to fly faster. She wanted to arrive with everyone else. She wanted to feel like she belonged. But no matter how hard she tried, she always seemed to be behind. One dawn of morning before migration began, Luma sat beside a river feeling discouraged. An old owl watched her quietly from a nearby tree. "You seem troubled," the owl said. "Luma, I am tired of always being last." The owl looked toward the mountains. Then he pointed toward the valley below. "Most birds cross the mountains," he said. "But there is another route, through the valley." Luma looked. "The valley route is longer." The owl, yes, longer, but gentler. There are trees to rest on. There is water along the way. There is shelter when storms come. Luma looked. "But everyone uses the mountain route." The owl, "That does not make it the right path for everyone." The next day, migration began. The birds gathered excitedly. When Luma turned toward the valley path, the others, "The slow bird found an even slower route. At this rate, you'll arrive next year." Luma felt embarrassed. For a moment, she almost changed her mind. But then she remembered the owl's words, and quietly, she chose the valley path. The valley route was long, very long. There were no crowds, no cheering birds, no races. Only quiet skies and winding rivers. At first, Luma wondered if she had made a mistake. But as the days passed, she began noticing things. She learned where fresh water could always be found. She learned which trees offered safe shelter. She learned where strong winds usually appeared. And year after year, she continued using the same route. The other birds rarely noticed. To them, she was still the sparrow who arrived last. But slowly, something began to change. Younger birds started asking questions. Smaller birds struggled to keep up with the fast flock. Some became tired. Some became afraid. Luma helped them. She showed them places to rest. She showed them safe branches. She showed them the valley route. Little by little, a few birds began following her. Then a few more. Not because she was the fastest, but because she knew the way. Several years later, winter arrived earlier than expected. Dark clouds gathered over the mountains. Strong winds swept across the sky. Still, most birds chose the mountain route. It was faster. It was familiar. It was the route they had always used. Luma looked at the sky. Something felt wrong. So she turned toward the valley. A small group of younger birds followed her. As they traveled, the storm grew stronger. Rain poured from the clouds. Thunder echoed across the mountains. High above, the birds on the mountain route struggled. The winds became dangerous. Many were forced to land. Others lost their direction. Some could not continue. But in the valley, the trees protected Luma and the younger birds. The river guided them forward. The shelters she had learned over the years kept them safe. Step by step, they continued. When the storm finally passed, Luma and her group reached the warm lake safely. Days later, the other birds arrived, exhausted, silent, humbled. For the first time, no one laughed at Luma. An old eagle approached her. "We thought your route was weak because it was slow," he said. Luma looked at the calm water. Then she smiled. Not every bird is meant to fly the same path. Years passed. Luma grew older. Her feathers lost their shine. Her wings became weaker. She no longer traveled as far as she once did, but every autumn, young birds gathered around her. They listened carefully as she shared what she had learned. She told them where the safest shelters were. She told them where to find water. She taught them not to fear their own pace. And every year, before migration began, she repeated the same words. Being late is not the same as being lost. One peaceful autumn morning, as golden leaves drifted from the trees, Luma closed her eyes beneath the old pine tree and quietly passed away. The birds of the valley gathered together. They buried her beneath the tree she loved, and beside her resting place, they placed a small stone. On it, they carved, "Being late is not the same as being lost." Sometimes, I think many of us are like Luma. We spend so much time looking at other people's journeys that we stop appreciating our own. We compare our progress. We compare our timing. We compare our lives. And in doing so, we forget that every person has a different path. Life is not a race with one finish line. Some people bloom early. Some bloom later. What matters is not how quickly you arrive. What matters is becoming the person you were meant to become along the way. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video. Subscribe to Raahvia for more inspiring stories and life lessons. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss a new story.